So hey guys, and welcome back to the video. In the previous video, we understood and we created this particular, as you can see, we created this particular nav bar, and we learned how exactly we can achieve or how we can exactly fluctuate or navigate between, different icons. In today's video, we will be learning about templates, like what exactly are templates and what is the use of templates. So as you guys can see that till now we were creating functions, right? If I want that this index should run, I have to every single time I have to go on URLs, then I have to create a function, right? That index and everything like that we have to create in this. Like this is a particular function defined, but till when we have to exactly do it, right? After all, we have to create a web application. So to create a web application, we really need that we should write HTML, CS, and JavaScript in our code. And to do that, here templates comes handy. Okay. So what is templates? So let me tell you a little bit about Django. That Django is based on MVT. That is Model View and Template Architecture. MVT is a software design pattern, or you can say is a software that is designed to develop web applications. Okay. Now, MVT basically has three parts. The first one is model. The model is like, it is, you can say, interface of your data, or it is basically responsible for maintaining our data, right? Now, here comes the second thing, which is that is views. So I have already told you that what are views. So the views is a user interface, or particularly saying that what your browser basically sees, right? Or renders. Like it can be represented by HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. Like right now, you can see inside of this particular function, we have written HTML code, right? And the third thing which comes, it is called templates. So the templates consist of static parts, okay, of HTML, which gives some particular syntax and which gives us the output. Okay. Now let's do one thing to understand more. Let's go firstly, like the first task that we have to do is we have to search for settings.py. Inside the settings.py, we have to scroll down and we will be watching here in this 54th line, it says templates. Inside templates, here it's directories. So inside this, we have to write templates. Okay. What we have to write here, we have to write templates. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's write here templates. We will write here. Okay. See, this is exactly templates. So for that, we have to give it a codes, right? So this is our templates. Okay. So what I have done here is I have written inside the directory that here there will be a file called templates, and we have to search the templates. Okay. So I have given in settings. Now what we have to do here is we have to firstly check all the things, like we have to check uh let's do one thing for this particular video, right? Let's create a new file. Right now, we will be creating that, but for now to understand, let's just do one thing. This is our delete it. Okay, so this is our project. So open the project here. Okay, inside the project where you can see manage.py, here create a folder. Okay, inside that we have to create a folder, and what I will write here is I have to write templates. Okay, so see, I have written templates here. Inside the templates, I will write index.html. Okay, so you can see it is Django HTML, right? This basically contains our HTML code only. Okay, now this was the basics that I just told you. Okay, now what we have to do here is we have to do few changes, right? Let's do one thing. Let's go for let's close the settings. We will go to we will go here, and what I will write here is I will write from Django dot shortcuts import render. Okay, so I have import render, right? Now what I have to do here is, suppose I have to create something here, right? It will not work. Let's do one thing. Let's select HTML here so that our user snippet should work, right? Like, see, now it will work. Yeah. Here, what I will do here is I will write h1. Okay, inside h1, I'll write hey everyone. Right. I have written hey everyone, and below this, what I will write here is I will write h6. Inside h6, I will write this is my first web page using templates. Okay. So what I have done here is I have written some code. Now I want that it should run basically, right? So what I have to do here is, let's just do one thing. Let's just comment it out. Okay. And here, what we will write as return. Okay. Then inside return, I have to write render. And here I have to write request. Okay. And then what I have to write here is I have to write index.html. Okay. Like, what is exactly happening? So what is happening here it is that you can see I have imported you can say a particular code called render. So what it will do here is it will render the file, and while returning it, it will render it. Firstly, it will take request. That means if we have any code right here, that will be printed. Then after that, it will search for index.html. Okay. Now let's just do one thing quickly. We will open a terminal. Inside this, we will go cd second project. Inside second project, I'll write Python manage.py run server. So see, our server has been started. Right, now let's just go to this particular link and we'll see. So here you can see that our template is working, right? Like on index, you can see my template is currently working right fine. Okay, and where are my other files? Like it is about, right? So let's just go for field type about. So it says about this web page, and then what was there? It says home. Okay. So home also is working. So you can see that this was how we can import or how we can attach templates into our file, right? And this was like, basics. Like, what should I tell you? Like, this was not a very big thing. Now, let's just do one thing. We'll create a data, or we will use templates like that whatever we will be storing in this particular function can be accessible in our HTML code. Okay, like I know that it is little difficult for you guys to understand like what he's saying, but let me do one thing. We'll create a data here. Okay, here let's do one thing in index. We'll create a data. Okay, here I will write here. What I will write here is I will write content. Okay, inside content I will store some data. Like I will write data. Okay. Inside this data, I will write, suppose I want to write is YouTube is best. Okay. Suppose I wrote YouTube is best. And similarly, I want to create one more thing, like I want to create a list, or I want roll numbers, right? What it says, dictionaries entries must contain key and value pairs. Okay, right. So let's just do one thing. We'll write. Okay, so this is our roll number. Our roll number is also ready, right? And this is our data. Okay, now what I have to do here is I want that I should access my data, right? Where I want to access my data in this particular file. Okay, so what I want here is I will write, first of all, I will write an horizontal line. Inside this horizontal line, now I will write H3. Inside H3, I want that particular heading that I have written row data. YouTube is the best. That should be visible. So what I will do here is I will write double brackets, and inside of it I will write data. Okay, and we'll close it. Okay, let me check that. Actually, I have written it like that. Right. So this is our data. Let's go and have a look at whether it's working. Right now, it's not working. Okay. Why it's not working? Why it's not working? Because here we have not added it. We have to add this as well. Content. By adding this, what it means that whatever data is there in content, that should be also visible. Right. Actually, where it is. Yeah. Now you can see that it is visible. It says YouTube is best, right? So this is how we can, add files, or we can merge it. Same thing we can even do with our tables as well. Now here, what I will do here is I will create a list. Okay, I want UL. UL should be like, you know what? Let's just do one thing. Instead of creating a list, let's run a loop here, right? So for running a loop, what I will write here is I will write percent I will write for I in list in roll number. Actually, what exactly I've written here is roll number. I have written R capital. Roll number. Okay. And I will percent. Inside this, now what I have to write is I have to enter here list items, li. Inside li, what I will write here is, okay, then here after this, I will write ampersand and for. Okay, let's just do one thing. Let's firstly check whether everything written is fine or not. Yeah, it's fine. Now let's see whether it works or not. What exactly happened here is it printed every single thing that was there, right? It has printed bracket 1, comma 2, comma 3, everything it has printed, right? So let's go back and let's see like what we have did here. Maybe we have did something wrong. Okay, so for that, let's go back here and we have to just remove this bracket. That's it. Okay, because it's obviously a list. And let's see again. Yeah. Now you can see that it is printing our list properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this, obviously it is roll number, right? So I hope you are understanding like what exactly is list or what exactly is templates and how we can, add list or how we can merge items in this template, right? It's not that difficult. It's like if you have basic knowledge regarding HTML, it will be not that difficult, right? It will be very easy for you to understand. Now, let me do one thing. Let me tell you basic knowledge, like what are the things. Like right now, I'm creating loops, how exactly loops work, right? Because I know that here I created a loop, and most of you guys will be doubting, like, what exactly I've written here, right? So it's like you can say it's a language defined for Django template. Okay, it is one of the most important facilities that is provided by Django templates. Okay, the Django template is a text document, or you can say a Python string. Basically, it works in Python, right? So it has like every functionalities that Python has, right? For example, like just now I showed you that I used a for loop. Similarly, you can use if else, okay, and you can use variables, tags, filters, and comments, right? Now let me show you one thing. Let me show you like how exactly we write variables. So to write variables, if I want to create a variable here. What I will write here is I will create double brackets and inside that I will write variable and then I will write variable name. Okay, so this is a Python variable or I should say Django variable. Okay, now if I want that this variable should work, it will be like variables. Let me give you an example. My first name is first name and last name is last name. Okay. So what I did here is I wrote a statement, and inside this statement, I have written a line. Let's do one thing. Let's check whether this will work or not. Like here, right now, you can see that nothing is visible. My first name is comma, and my last name is full stop. Right. Name doesn't came. Why? Because we have not given any sort of, variables. We have not defined any variables here. If I want to define variables, what I can do here is I can simply write here, like if I want, what I will write, comma, inside this comma, I will write first name. Okay. Similarly, I will write here as last last name is Saxena. Right. So this is done. Now let's do one thing. We'll go here and we'll reload it. Now you can see it is working. My first name is Amok and last name is Saxena, right? So we gave the variable name, and as soon as we gave the variable name, it got the value. This variable that I have written here, it got the value and it printed it. Similarly, here, if I want, okay, if I want to give some data, like I want to give some data to that variable name. Right, here I have written like that. Okay, right, here it is variable name. Suppose I want to write some big statement. Like this is educational video in which we are going to We are going to study about templates. Okay, so this is the data that I have given to it. Now let's do one thing, we'll reload the page. So here you can see that as I didn't wrote here an horizontal line, or let's do one thing, let's wrap it up in a paragraph tag. Okay, so we have wrapped it in a paragraph tag. Now you can see it says my first name is Amog and last name is Saxena, and this is an educational video in which we are going to study about uh, templates, right? So this was like how exactly templates works, and I hope you guys understood the concept, and I hope you guys have understood the basics, like what exactly is templates, how to use templates, and everything that you basically need to start working on templates, right? So I hope everything about templates is clear. If you still have any sort of doubts, then do comment out. Right, I would be really happy to help you out about templates. And if you guys have not checked the previous video, that links of every videos will be in the description, or you can just simply type Django or Geeks web development and you will be getting the videos, right? If you are liking this series, then do like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss upcoming videos. And in the next video, we will be learning about text utilities, what are text utilities, and how basically we can create a pipeline in our Django, and then we will be attaching a backend to it and every new and interesting things. So yeah, do stick to the channel so that you won't miss those videos, right? I will see you in another one. Till then, see ya, have a great day, and bye bye.